Hey, good morning. It is John Keating. John Keating from That 70s Card Show, and we're on Basement Tapes number 23 here. It's starting to get real interesting out there. 1940 play ball set. I own one of these bad boys. It's the Daffy Dean. Probably has a little writing on it, but it is all mine. I should have more, but again, my pre-war is lacking, and it kind of sucks when I have way more non-sports than sports pre-war cards. But that's my lot in life currently. 240 cards, average value $82.21, $19,730 total value, according to Beckett. The cards in this 240 card set measure approximately 2.5 by 3 1/8 inches. Gum Inc. improved upon its 1939 design by enclosing the 1940 black and white player photo with a frame line and printing the player's name in a panel below the picture, often using a nickname. The set includes many Hall of Famers and old timers. Cards 1 through 114 are numbered in team groupings. Cards 181 through 240 are scarcer than cards 1 through 180. The backs contain an extensive biography and a dated copyright line. The key cards in this set are the cards of Joe DiMaggio, Shoeless Joe Jackson, and Ted Williams. Now, folks, we are in the Philadelphia era of baseball cards officially, and this era will continue for many decades, well, a little bit into the 21st century at least. But anyway, it is the 1940 play ball, and let's talk about according to Beckett, the most valuable of them all is of course, Joe DiMaggio, card number 1. Ted Williams, number 27, and Joe Jackson, number 225, round out the top tree. These are 4-figure cards each, and I have a theory that there is exactly one player in this set that is depicted that was no longer alive when the set came out, and that was Christy Mathewson, his 1940 play ball card. I believe he died in the late 30s. Otherwise, all the other old timers should be in there, including Lajoie, Wagner, Pete Alexander, Walter Johnson, players that had long retired, Joe Jackson, of course. Anyway, a lot of old timers in here, but I'm pretty darn sure that maybe, just maybe, Christy Mathewson is the only deceased. Would be fun to find out what everybody else says about that. I'm probably wrong, but that's what I'm thinking at least. According to TCDB, the ACC designation for this set is R335. Of course, R still the gums, well into the 40s. 2.5 by 3 1/8 inches, of course. Teams depicted in this: the Bees and Red Sox of Boston, the Dodgers of Brooklyn, Chicago Cubs and White Sox, Cincinnati Reds, the Cincinnati Indians, I said it again, the Cleveland Indians, Detroit Tigers, New York Giants and Yankees, the Philadelphia Athletics and Phillies, the Pittsburgh Pirates, the St. Louis Browns and Cardinals, and the Washington Senators. Errors and variations, there are 120 recorded on here, and there is the Superman variation here, which is pretty crazy if you're in tune with that. But let me see if I can bring that up real quick. The backs of these cards, when it says play ball on the back, it says millions demanded him, thousands are asking for him. That popular hero of the hour is Superman. He's coming with the most thrilling adventure and taste thrill ever offered. Watch for Superman card gum. 1940 Gum Inc., Philadelphia, PA. So there was an advertisement for Superman back there on the backs of some of the cards. I'm looking at the Steve Sunder card here. The other variation says a pictorial news record of America's favorite sport. Save these cards. Know all about the game and its prominent players. New pictures every year. 1940 Gum Inc., Philadelphia, PA. Of course, Gum Inc. would become Bowman further on up the road. So anyway, you have your Supermans and you have your Save the Cards variations. Let's see here. Hall of Famers abound in this one, 74 of them to be exact. And they're all there, folks. All the big time pre-war Hall of Famers have been included in this bad boy. Rookies, 57 rookie cards here. So a lot of people we know as managers and non-managers, but you have your Stengels, your Connie Max, your Chuck Dressen, and all sorts of people in here that may be known, including Chubby Dean from the Philadelphia Athletics. It's his rookie card. Comments about this, user comments. Round the Diamond, prolific commenter back in 2016. Perhaps my favorite of the play ball sets. I started with the reprint set that actually came with one of the cards replaced with an original. I've continued to replace reprints with originals as I find them. SAS card 67 says, got card 174 Johnny Evers out of a tin of Upper Deck Origins. Very unexpected and a great find. Let's talk trivia. Cards measure 2.5 by 3 1/8. I don't consider that trivia, but thanks for your contribution there. Look at the packaging here from Play Ball. There's a green variety, there is a red variety, there is a yellow variety of wrappers you can look at. Play Ball, Baseball Stars, and Stories. Remember, folks, we were selling gum back then. We weren't really selling cards, but straight off the streets of Philadelphia, we have the gum cards, and a lot of people absolutely adore these bad boys. And let's look at some of the cards. We'll read the back of the Joseph Paul DiMaggio card. It says here that he's an outfielder with the New York Yankees, and he's a junior in his family. Born in Martinez, California, November 25th, 1914. Bats right, throws right, 6'1.5". He weighed 195 pounds. They called Joe DiMaggio the Yankee Clipper, and he certainly lived up to his nickname last year. Experts are comparing Joe to outfielders like Cobb and Speaker. Without a doubt, he was the outstanding fly chaser in the American League last year. It appeared most of last season that DiMaggio might finish with a 400 batting mark, but he slipped to 391. Still good enough for the league batting crown. He was right behind Ted Williams in the runs batted in battle with 126 and clouded 30 home runs. In the World Series against the Cincinnati Reds, Joe batted .313, getting 4 singles and a home run. His only hit in the All-Star game was a home run. Joe holds numerous batting records, but one record he is probably most proud of is being the only player to participate in 4 World Series during his first 4 Major League years. Probably still the case. I don't know. Maybe somebody in the 40s, early 50s Yankees surpassed that. Perhaps Yogi Berra. But anyway, that's that Joe DiMaggio big card in that set, and pretty cool little. I guess most of these cards, the first. I guess these are done in team order because the Yankees all have the 1939 pennant on the bottom of their card, which is a nice little touch. See a designation there that maybe differentiates them from other players from other teams. I'm not sure where else we see that earlier than this 1940 set. Red Ruffing, of course, he's a pennant winner. So all the Yankees have it, except for John Clement Schulte. He does not have a pennant on his setup. So not quite sure what happened there. Perhaps he wasn't with the Yankees that year previous. But anyway, fun little set, black and white photographs. We have the real photographs, obviously, and I think we had them the year prior, perhaps. I'm not sure. But anyway, we're getting into the photographic era of baseball cards pretty heavily here in the 30s and 40s, and poses and all that fun stuff. So that is your 1940 play ball set. And probably need to get some more of these again. R335 is your ACC designation. So get some of them if you don't. If you do have some, good for you. A wonderful set to have in your collection, obviously. Later.